Warning! The following content may contain elements that are not suitable for some audiences. Viewer discretion is advised.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Geoguessr. We're doing a diverse world today. It's Map by Mapper, and I realized, I don't know, about a minute ago, that I never posted this to the Discord yesterday. So I do apologize for that, guys. It does look like we're at a border crossing. I can't make out what border crossing we're at. We are building a continental something. Kampala Expressway project? I'm so confused. Seeing a gas station in the middle of bumblefuck nowhere. I wanted to go originally with Turkey. Sounds like a terrible idea. But at this point, we're probably wrong. We are on the left-hand side of the road. Sun is to our north-ish. So we're in the southern hemisphere, left-hand side of the road, English-speaking area. Kampala on Enterby Expressway, CCCC, which is by far the fucking worst thing I can see. Water and energy solutions for Africa. Okay. Where the fuck are we? Really? And we're kind of limited as to where we can and can't go, which sucks. So we know we're in Africa. And that's about it. Where in Africa are we? I'm not too sure. They gotta be English speaking and they gotta drive on the left hand side of the road. That doesn't really limit us to too many places. We could be in South Africa, we could be in Kenya, we could be in Uganda. There's still a wide range of places we could be. There's the .ug for Uganda, which is pretty much all we needed. Yeah, it would have been great. Oh, that makes sense now, the Kampala. Oh, guys, it's all coming together. When I first saw Kampala, I was like, oh, why are they talking about Indonesia here? Because, you know, I'm a terrible person. But it looks like we are near Lake Victoria. And that makes sense, right? The lake is to our south, so we gotta be north, so we're probably a lot closer to Kampala than we wanted to originally guess. And I think it's saying entering Kampala. Oh, the EBB airport. Can we find that? Because we're 2 kilometers out of that. And that could actually put us into a good spot. Now, they're not going to put the airport right in the city. It's usually going to be on the outskirts somewhere. Whether or not it's labeled, that's a different question. Probably not, as we've found multiple times. Nothing's labeled here. Ends up being a lot further to our south. Over by Entebbe, which is, let's be real, everywhere we were fucking looking. Now, I just didn't realize that was going to be the name of a city. I probably should have. So we were literally right by the fucking airport. Right by the airport. I don't even know what I thought Entebbe was going to be, but I didn't think it was going to be a city, or a town, or a village, or anything like that. But not a bad start. Not great. Could be a lot better. We could have gotten an extra 73 points. Math works sometimes, guys. This one definitely feels Eastern European. We're not going to be able to get a good look at the sun because of the cloud coverage. But just the lack of road markings, the way this just feels. It feels Eastern European. Language might help us, might throw us. Now, there are some things here, but are they going to help us? Probably not. We'd be better off with a clearer image. Like that. Or this. Now, we do have a phone number. That's not actually helpful. But the weird eye, the weird dash on the eye, could be helpful to some. Not to me. But I'm thinking it's still going to stick us in Eastern European. That looks like it's a CZ right there. You see that? That means we're in Czechia. Czechia, I don't know if you guys would consider this. I'm thinking Eastern Europe. I feel like half of Poland's Eastern Europe, but then it's just like Czechia, Austria, and then like this is Eastern Europe. Makes sense? I don't even know. That's probably because I'm American. Where's the actual line between Eastern and Western Europe? What country Or is it split between a country? Now, it does look like we are in a village. But that means it's going to be really far zoomed in. And even when we know where we're supposed to be looking, we still struggle to find things. So we need to find if we can see road numbers. Road numbers have always been a little bit easier for us. Mainly because they encompass more of an area. And we could usually trace them and like find like, oh look, here's E67. If we knew we were on E67, well, you know what? It goes through half the fucking country. We gotta be on it somewhere. That's probably number one. Number two, I don't even know if I'd recognize the Czechia flag. I know we talk about flags all the time. All the fucking time. But they're not good. I think I need to play a little bit more Forgetful Dictator and get that going. But the multiple choice aspect of the flag game, I think, is maybe it's helpful. It's supposed to be helpful. But when you have 3 flags you know and 1 you don't really learn what that other flag is. You just know that it's not the other 3. And maybe that's a terrible excuse, but I don't think that's very helpful. So this is probably the place we are, but it's too late. We're out of time. Ends up being a little bit further north, 37 miles. You guys went outside of Prague, and definitely got a lot higher of a score, which is always a good thing. You know, I'm proud of you guys. But we're in the middle of Bumblefuck nowhere, over by Kostelny, which we did find on the sign. But we would have never zoomed in probably further than this, and we would have never found it. And we're also fucking blind. So even if we did go over it, you guys would be like, oh my god, Maff. Really? Now, right-hand side of the road, white divider line. It looks like the sun is to our south, so we're in the northern hemisphere. Definitely the EU again, but where in the EU? I don't fucking know. There's the 70-kilometer sign. Maybe we can get away with France? Maybe. Language would be great. That's just telling us kilometers. Perfect. Exactly what I wanted. Alright. Village name coming up. We are not in France. Well, that is most certainly the case. Can we find anything else? Fur, F-U-R, umlaut. Did that say Syria? No. Okay. Did that have a website? No. Really? Really? Alright, well, we do have these billboards. Fuck. Maybe, yeah, there's the .pl. I was gonna say maybe Poland. So, I know I said France at first, but they're kind of the same thing. That's definitely gonna throw off a lot of people, and people are gonna get really angry about that statement, but you know what? I stand by it. Felt French. I don't care if it's Poland. Maybe that website's wrong, alright? But again, in like a town village thing, can we find a name? Maybe. But we're 0-2 for the day when we know we're in a fucking town. So I don't think it's going to really be a helpful thing if we do find it. Road number for Poland would be a lot better. Like, this is exactly where we need to be like, oh, here's route, I don't know, 46. And this is E15. And I'd be like, oh, that's great, guys. Thanks so much for the fucking helpful information. Stop sign. God damn it. Why can't they just be nice today? Why? So 30 and 364. So we gonna try? We could definitely try. We're probably gonna be unsuccessful because right away I'm not seeing any of these numbers. Here's 19. So then let's go west. 14. Maybe not west. Here's 42. The answer to everything in the universe. We're fucked. Here's 28. That's the closest number so far, alright? I know it's not the right number. But it's fucking close. 1774, we're fucked. We're fucked. The closest number we're able to find is 28. We're looking for 30. How fucking... It's gotta be near each other. But that just means we didn't zoom in far enough. Here's 22 and 20 and 6. We're fine. We're out of time anyway. And it ends up being kind of in the middle of our two guesses. You guys got about 100 more points. Here's 30 down here, which nowhere near 28. Thanks. Thanks, 28. I thought you were going to be helpful. And then I don't even remember what the yellow number was, but I can tell you that it's not being shown on the map. And Grifor Salaski, I think, is what we saw. Alright. Not terrible. This is probably Africa again. Mainly the style of school bus. I don't even know if school bus is the right way to put it. But whenever we see those buses, we usually end up in Africa. We do have a nice dirt road. That's probably, what, Uganda or Botswana? We'll keep looking. We'll see if we can't find anything. I wouldn't be surprised if we end up being in Nigeria. School for the Deaf. It's in green. Kind of similar to the flag in Nigeria, where it's green, white, green. Green, white, green. Holy fuck. But that doesn't necessarily mean that that's where we are. The Crucifix Funeral Directors. Let's just keep on fucking going. Because I am not stopping at a place called Crucifix Funeral Directors. That might say Ghana. I don't know what that says. I am fucking blind. The Good Shepherd High School, P.O. Box, whatever, Seyeki, S-E-Y-E-K-I. Where would that be? Now, Nigeria doesn't have a lot of coverage. It's kind of just like right in here. But Ghana has a lot more coverage. That doesn't necessarily mean that that's where we are. Oh, there's a flag. There's a fucking flag. Ooh, baby. Ooh, I want to see it. Why do you have these trees blocking your wonderful fucking flag? No. 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 No! Are you kidding me? We get a flag of a country I might know. And we can't even see it? Fuck you. Fuck you. God damn it. It didn't look like it was green, though. So that's maybe a good sign of our guess. But it could very well still be like Kenya. Or Lesotho. Or any other fucking place that speaks English in South Africa. Well, not South Africa, but Africa. Including South Africa. And that's as far as we can go. We are on the left-hand side of the road. Swaziland. There we go. There we go. That right there, even though it's not Swaziland anymore, is exactly what we need to find. And we need to find Siteki. S-I-T-E-K-I. Siteki. We are over here. Somewhere over here. If we return to start, I don't know if we're going to be able to find any street signs. Hopefully you guys didn't find that sign. And we pull out clutch here. Oh, god damn. There's another one right here. Siteki Cultural Club. But no road markings on the sides of the roads, which kind of fucking sucks, because we could have maybe found it, and we end up getting a better score, but not enough to come in clutch. So you guys probably found something that was saying Eswatini or Swaziland, because they just changed their name, I don't know, 6 fucking months ago. Yellow divider line, everything's in English. That is .ca, so we're in Canada. Where in Canada, I don't fucking know. Use of Jake brakes? What the fuck is a Jake brake? North or south? Let's go south. The only reason we go south is because the further north you go in Canada, the less civilized and less populated it is. We have Route 340 South, Lewisport. The way that there's an E at the end of Lewisport makes me think we're probably in a French-speaking province. Just because of the name, because who the fuck throws an E at the end of port? Doesn't make sense to me, but it probably makes sense in other languages. And there's only 2 languages in Canada, and that's English and French. So by process of elimination, it must be a French thing. Or these people just were like, you know what? You know what's gonna fuck with people? Throw another E on it. Like, come on. Mainly right now, we're looking to see if we can't find a province sign. We're probably not going to get the town correct. Lewisport with an E? Come on. We know it. We don't know where the fuck it is. But this sign might be our saving grace. Route 341. It is not. Sometimes in Canada, the province signs tell you the province on them. And the route. So that's going to be a local route. It's not going to be like a province route. Kind of fucking sucks. This is going to tell us where Lewisport... No, Labrador Freight Service. Ooh, but then we got 3 places. The Trans-Canada Highway, which doesn't help us, and the other 2 names. Also, doesn't help us. But we know in Canada... Is this going to help us? It is not. Perfect! Exactly what we wanted to see. Now the Trans-Canada Highway, I'm pretty sure it goes through all of Canada. The big part I know is the western coast, so maybe we go west. That might be the play. It's got to be somewhat civilized, so we're not going to guess too far north. These might actually help us. They do not, because I don't know what any of those are. These are basically town names. We can use them, but Canada is just as big as the United States, if not larger. So we can't just randomly throw down a guess and start looking, because that's just going to be a waste of fucking time. Notre Dame. Alright. Trans-Canada Highway. I'm pretty sure is Highway 1. As you can see, it goes everywhere. Let's go over here and fucking hope for luck. The fact that this is Notre Dame, maybe we're close to out here. Because Notre Dame is... I don't even fucking remember. I was gonna say, is it Indiana? Notre Dame, the college. It's a big American football school. Somewhere out here. I forget where it is. It might be Michigan. But we end up being in a French-speaking spot. Here is Lewisport with a fucking E, which is exactly where I said it would be. And although we didn't get a good location down, because we're in Newfoundland and not Ontario, you guys went with goddamn, I can never pronounce this. Saskatchewan, whatever the fuck it is. It doesn't fucking matter. It's Canadian. We got a higher point. We won because of this fucking guess. That's fucking right. We fucking won by 700-ish points. How the fuck does that happen? Come on. Come on. Really? What a good way to end the weekend. Let's check out the full results. Alright. Well, Beer Lingo's back, so welcome back. But we got 59 going with Saskatchewan. Beer Lingo. Getting a really good guess in Canada, but not so much in Uganda. Which, that would have been the game. And then Torres Baddick going with Washington State instead of Canada. Interesting guesses. Very, very, very interesting guesses. It also looks like Torres went with Kenya instead of Swaziland. Eswatini. Whatever the fuck they want to call themselves now. But that is going to be where we call it for the day. I'm sure you guys have seen plenty of changes already happening to the channel, including the channel art and the channel icon. I deleted almost every non-Geoguessr video, or any video that I couldn't immediately put to age of 18 or older, like PUBG, which my PUBG fucking highlights from back in the day are still fucking hilarious, because we hate that game. And then I have the speedruns going as well, because they're speedruns, and I need to have the video proof that I had a record at one point. That's apparently necessary. But the YouTube changes, January 1st, a lot of changes are coming to this channel, every channel you watch, and all of YouTube. It's a sad day for everybody, but I'm going to keep going. You might notice that the content you want to watch on my channel is going to be age restricted soon. That means you need a YouTube account, and you need to be 18 years on your YouTube account to be able to watch it. That is because YouTube decided to pass on these fines to the creators. And $42,000 per video, in my opinion, is fucking ridiculous, and I hope it is in your opinion as well. But that is going to be where we call it for the day. Thank you all so much for being here. I do hope you all enjoyed, and we will be back on Monday. There might not be a stream this Thursday due to Thanksgiving. So just keep that in mind. I'll probably have a full decision by Tuesday. I believe I do have family coming up, and that would not be, I guess, polite for me to just ignore them and stream. And it is Thanksgiving. I know it's not a holiday for you guys, but it's a big holiday in the United States. And I'm going to eat a bunch of food and be fat and get really drunk. It's going to be great. But I do look forward to seeing you guys all on Monday. Have a good rest of your day. And bye.